Who has two thumbs and loves movies? This guy. Hey everyone, today I'm excited to bring you my review of Twisters, now available on digital from Universal Pictures. Before we dive into the storm, I want to extend a big thank you to Universal Pictures for providing a digital copy for this review. The film stars Daisy Edgar-Jones, Glen Powell, and Anthony Ramos. And trust me, it's one whirlwind of an experience. Let's talk about Twisters. If you're like me, the first thing that probably comes to mind is the 1996 classic Twister. Now, that's a film that left a massive imprint on the disaster movie genre. But here's the twist, pun fully intended. Twisters is less about trying to recreate that classic magic and more about bringing the storm-chasing genre into the modern era. While it shares the DNA of the original, Twisters charts its own path, with a focus on new technology, social media, and the younger generation of storm chasers. The movie starts with a bang, literally. We're introduced to a young Kate and her dedicated team, who are on a high-stakes mission to stop tornadoes. Once they've formed, they're a tight-knit group with one goal: to save lives. But as you might expect, in a film like this, things don't go as planned. A tragedy occurs, leaving Kate shattered and stepping away from the world of tornadoes. Fast forward a few years and Kate's life takes another turn when an old friend convinces her to return to the dangerous, yet thrilling, world of tornado chasing. Enter Tyler, played by Glen Powell, a charismatic YouTuber who's become famous for his daredevil tornado wrangling stunts. He's got the looks, the charm, and a following that's through the roof. Naturally, sparks fly between Kate and Tyler, but it's complicated. There's also another character in the mix, creating a bit of a love triangle, which adds some emotional depth and tension to the story. Kate's journey is not just about facing down tornadoes, it's about facing her fears, her past, and maybe even her future. Now let's talk about comparisons. It's hard to avoid thinking about the original Twister. After all, that film is iconic. But here's the reality, movies like that are rare, and they belong to a different era of filmmaking. Twisters knows this and doesn't try to outdo its predecessor. Instead, it leans into what makes today's world tick. YouTube fame, drones, and cutting-edge technology all play significant roles in the narrative. These elements give Twisters a fresh contemporary feel that makes it relevant to today's audience. The characters in Twister are likable and earnest, though they don't quite reach the iconic status of Bill Paxton's Dr. Bill Harding or Helen Hunt's Dr. Joe Harding from the original. Daisy Edgar-Jones brings a solid performance as Kate, balancing vulnerability with the toughness required to chase down deadly storms. Glen Powell's Tyler is charming and brings a bit of humor and swagger, while Anthony Ramos adds a layer of intensity and heart to the team dynamic. They're a good team, but they don't quite achieve the same chemistry that made the original cast so unforgettable. As for the story, it's serviceable, providing enough thrills and emotional beats to keep you engaged. The tornado scenes are impressive, with modern CGI bringing a new level of realism to the storms. But where Twister shines is its willingness to take risks. In an era where natural disaster movies have mostly disappeared from the big screen, it's refreshing to see Hollywood take a gamble on a genre that's all about big stakes and bigger spectacles. In conclusion, Twisters is a fun ride that brings something new to the storm-chasing genre. While it may not reach the legendary status of its predecessor, it's an enjoyable film that offers a modern take on the classic disaster movie formula. If you're a fan of heart-pounding action with a dash of romance and a nod to the digital age, Twisters is worth a watch. I'm giving Twisters a solid 3.5 out of 5. It's not perfect and it doesn't try to be the original Twister, but it's got plenty of heart and enough thrills to keep you on the edge of your seat. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and get ready to chase some storms. I want to thank you guys for watching the review. Now, I don't watch a lot of digital or almost no digital movies. I do watch like some streaming, but I I had a little trouble getting this one set up so I could watch it in Atmos. And so I didn't really want to dive too much into like the video and audio of this because I'm just not used to reviewing digital movies. You know, I thought the movie looked fine, but it didn't really wow me. And I'd rather wait for a disc to really talk about the visuals. And the same with the audio. It was very immersive and it sounded good. But there are definitely other disaster movies I've seen that sounded a lot better. And I've heard that even the sound is typically not as good on a digital version. So I didn't really want to just dive into that quite as much as I usually do. But I'll see you guys next time.
Hit the like button. Subscribe for more content. Still watching? Click on a suggested video.